The New Testament books. The New Testament is about the agreement between God and people. The agreement is based on love between God and the people. This agreement is described in John chapter 3 verse 16 and John chapter 14 verse 23. The books of the New Testament tell how this agreement was made and what it means to people to love God. The books in the New Testament are the earliest writings by Christians. There is a gap of 400 years between the end of the Old Testament and the start of the New Testament. The books of the New Testament were written between 50 AD and 150 AD. There are two kinds of books in the New Testament, namely, the books of stories about Jesus and the beginning of the Christian Church, and the letters of advice, teaching and encouragement written to Christian churches. The New Testament has the following categories of books. 1. The Gospels books, which include Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. 2. Church history books, which include Acts of the Apostles. 3. Letters, from Paul, John, Peter, Jude, and James. 4. Prophecy books, which is the book of Revelation. The Gospels. The first 4 books in the New Testament are called the Gospels, which means books of good news. They were written to tell people good news about Jesus Christ, who had lives and died and rose to bring a new agreement or covenant between God and his people. The Gospels were written to show what the Christians believed about Jesus and to tell how Jesus had brought God's kingdom. The stories and teachings of Jesus were first passed on as oral traditions, and then some of them were written down to be read in church services with the Jewish scriptures. The Gospels were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, who were all disciples of Jesus. Each Gospel tells the story of the life of Jesus Christ, but each one is written for a different audience. For example, Matthew wrote for his fellow Jews, concentrating on the long-awaited Messiah. He showed Jesus as the new Moses, repeating the lawgiver of the New Testament. Mark shows Jesus in action, proving the truth of his teaching by what he did. Luke gives an orderly account based on eyewitness accounts. He shows Jesus with a warm concern for the people. John shows that simple things have a deep meaning. Read Mark chapter 1 verse 1, Luke chapter 1 verse 1 to 4, John chapter 20 verse 30 to 31.